What's up? What's up, my powerful paralegals and legalpreneurs? Welcome back to the Millionaire Paralegal Podcast, where I help you flip your legal skills into a profitable business and a purpose-filled life. I'm your host, Mike Bailey, founder of Paralegal Pro Se LLC and Remain at Home Care LLC's co-founder. And today's episode is a double portion. That's right, a double portion. We're talking about how to build a real paralegal business from scratch. Not just offer services, but actually set up a system, get clients, and grow a brand that people trust. So whether you've got one client or no clients, a folder full of SOPs, or you're still Googling what SOP even means, I've got you covered. So without holding on to it any longer, let's just dive right into it. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I first started my businesses, Paralegal Pro Se, Remain at Home Care, I've even done real estate investing. So I thought that getting clients was all that mattered. I thought it was that was it for me. I just thought, man, I got to have client after client after client. I just thought that was it for me. I thought that was the big deal. But I'm here to tell you this. Let me tell you something. If you got 5 clients and no policies, your business, whatever, how many ever, it's going to collapse from the inside. Policies and procedures are your business's brain. They tell your team or you how things are supposed to run in your business. I created them for both of my companies now. For Remain at Home Care, I needed Medicaid compliant procedures for everything from hiring caregivers to documenting client visits. For Paralegal Pro Se, I had to write down every process, the client intake, eviction ceilings, payment reminders, follow-ups, step by step. You can't grow what's not documented. There, simple as that. You can't delegate what only lives in your own head. You have to be able to pass it along. So here's your first millionaire move. If you do it more than twice, write it down. That's your policy. That's your process. Here's a real kicker. Once I learned how to write policies and standard operating procedures for myself, I realized this is a service, a whole income stream. Most small business owners don't know how to write this stuff. But we as paralegals, we've been formatting, we've been organizing and creating legal clarity our whole paralegal career. So I started offering policy writing to home care businesses, to nonprofits, to new paralegals, launching their own LLCs. One package, that's $500. One package. Add revisions and templates. That's $1,000 when you add the revisions and templates to it. You do 3 of those a month, and you're looking at part-time money becoming full-time freedom. Don't sleep on the skills you already have. You have to monetize the method. Now, let me pivot to the second part of today's episode. How do you get clients when you're brand new? No audience, no reviews, just a dream and a drive, the hope to push forward. And here's how you do it. Or better yet, I'm going to tell you how I did it. Number 1, I started with what I knew. I started with who I knew. Family, friends, people at my church, people in my community. I let everyone know I help people get eviction sealed and prepare legal documents that they don't understand or can't do themselves. Number 2, I spoke their language. Not saying that I'm an independent paralegal. I said I help people get housing again by removing evictions from their records. I help home care providers write the policies they need to pass Medicaid inspections. When you explain your services like solution, people get it. And more importantly, they'll pay you for it. I didn't have a big budget, but I had a plan. Some of the tools that I used Canva, for my flyers, for social media posts, for client documents. I used Google Forms for intake and service requests. Facebook Marketplace, I posted flyers and got DMs weekly. I use Craigslist. Yes, it's a dinosaur, but yes, even Craigslist. I responded to people needing legal help, serious legal help, thumbtack and bark, paid leads, but worth it for local exposure. Google My Business to show up in local Google searches that people were looking for anything legal. I acted like a real business from day one, even when I only had 2 clients. Because when you show up professionally, people trust you. And when people trust you, people pay you. You with me? Now let me be real with you on this one. My first few clients, they didn't pay much. Some of them were even free. But you know what I got? I got testimonials from them. I got experience. I gained experience. I got to practice with confidence in what I was offering and what I was doing. So every time I helped someone, I asked them for a review or a screenshot. That was the seed I planted to grow future business. Your very first client can unlock your next 50 if you treat it right. Now, millionaires don't just hustle. They systemize. They don't just post, they position. They don't just serve clients, they solve problems. So today's takeaway is this. Build your business like it's already making 6 figures. Write the policies. Deliver the service. Show up like a pro. Even if you're starting with $0 and a dream, you are not behind. You are becoming. Now, that was a lot. That was a full plate right there. So we talked about structure. We talked about service. We talked about marketing and mindset. If this episode lit a fire under you, do me one favor. Share with other paralegals. Share with your family. Share with your friends that you love. Leave a review and follow the show so you never miss a drop of the millionaire wisdom. Remember, your legal skills are your ladder. Climb it with clarity, courage, and consistency. I am your host, and this is the Millionaire Paralegal Podcast. I'll see you next episode. And until then, I always end it like this, man. What's the best that can happen?